Let this load up. All right. Cool. So we are live. I apologize for the delay. Had a couple of technical difficulties, but it looks like we are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Live with another reaction video. Now, this reaction video will be different. This one will definitely be different for the simple fact that I'm reacting to a reaction video. I know on one of my last reaction videos, I asked you guys in the comments if y'all would like to see that. And a few people in the comments said, yeah, that would be interesting to get a third perspective. So we're going to try this out for the first time. Me personally, I didn't necessarily want to react to a video that someone already reacted to. I would rather just react to the original video. But, that's kind of like having a meeting and it's you and one more person. Sometimes that third opinion can make more sense. So if all of you guys can hear me clearly, drop a one in the chat. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Shout out my boy Reese, came through and dropped all the links. I really appreciate it. Mod of the year, mod of the century. My boy Reese came through showing love. I appreciate you, bro. And y'all make sure y'all check out those links too. He ain't just dropping them for no reason. Actually check that stuff out. Get you some So Fresh, So Clean merch. You got exclusive content on Patreon. You got the audio infield on Buy Me a Coffee. You got my website where it's all type of stuff over there. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. Yes, sir. PayPal, Cash App. It's all there, man. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Shout out to William. So as you guys see, we're going to be reacting to Captain Blackmon. Shout out to Captain Blackmon. I actually was following him when he first came on the YouTube scene, but as of lately, I haven't really heard too much about him. I liked his beginning content when he was gearing more towards the semen retention, but slowly but surely, I started seeing him kind of give dating advice and talk about other things that I didn't think fit him. So Captain Blackmon, if you watch this video, um, sometimes you just gotta go in your lane. But hey, I can't tell you how to run your channel. You're obviously doing some nice things. You're doing some big things, and I think we're from the same area. If you're in Bama, then yeah, he gives me an Alabama vibe. So hell, nigga might be my cousin. You never know. Alabama's a small state, so shout out to him, man. I haven't seen this video. Of course, all my reactions are live, so we're gonna react to him reacting to FitX Fearless, and we'll see how that video goes. So it's called FitX Fearless teaches man to be lying simps, misguiding coach exposed. That's an interesting title right there. We're gonna see what the good old homie FitX Fearless is talking about. Let me share the screen for you guys. All right, cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video.
And tell her that, hey, there's a possibility that we can be something. There's a possibility that we can have a future, even if you don't want to. And those of you guys are saying, oh, you being dishonest, they do it to us.
Really? They do it to us. So she a lying bitch, a lying manipulating bitch, and you a lying manipulating bitch too. Like attracts like. I get it.
Hey, remember last time you took a girl on a date? She ate your food, was nice and full, went home, you never heard from her again?
So you mean to tell me that you are a dishonest man, lying about your intentions to get sex, and you're justifying the fact that you're a liar because she lied to you. You had a bad experience. A woman cucked you, right? I never experienced that shit. A woman agreeing on a date, going out to eat, and you know what I'm saying, not hitting me back up, just using me for a meal. I never experienced that.
Well, I'll put it like this. If you never experienced that, then you obviously just haven't dealt with enough women. Now, I'm not here to choose any side as far as FitX or as far as Captain Blackmon. But I will say, just from the beginning of this video, shout out my boy Dietrich for the Cash App. I appreciate you, bro. My boy Dietrich always showing love. He said, for spitting the facts, I got to catch the replay. That's a real one right there. Bro came through with the Cash App, and he said that he gonna catch the replay. So you know it's gonna be some good game. I really appreciate you for this Cash App, bro. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. But as Captain Blackman is saying he's never experienced a woman go out on a date with him and not hit him back. Instantly, when I hear people say certain things like that kind of lets me know that they're not dealing with enough women, or it's just you don't have the experience because regardless of how y'all look at any of your best gurus, dating coaches, or whatever, there's common things that are going to come with dealing with women. And one of them might be you actually going out with her and her not effing with you after that. And so I think FitX is speaking more from experience, and this guy is speaking more from just my opinion off the beginning of the video, lack of experience. Because the only way we get good at this game, the only way we get good at understanding women, the only way we get good at really picking up on women's BS is by experience. And I'm here to tell you guys, really, no matter how much experience you get, if you're dealing with women, you're going to deal with their BS at a certain point. Now, not all women are going to put you through the same BS, but and I'm not here to, like I said, I'm not here to agree with neither one of these guys. This is just my reaction right here. But when he's like, I've never done that, that kind of lets me know, well, bro, you're probably not dealing with that many women. Now, if you haven't done that recently, that's cool because I know he's on this side of YouTube where guys spit game, and I don't know, his message from what I remember when he was giving dating advice seemed very similar to AMS and stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with that, but it kind of just lets me know, I don't know if you're really out here like that, bro. I don't know. You know, you'll never know for sure, but there are certain people I can watch, especially when they're talking about something that I'm passionate about, when they're talking about something that I'm very familiar about, and something that I currently do every single day, and I can tell if they're really out here or if they're just saying something for viewers. So let's just get more into it. And y'all make sure y'all drop kick that MF like button when y'all come up in here. Shout out to all the bros in the building.
Never in my life. So you mean to tell me that you're lying like a little boy, like a little conniving child, to lure a woman to your bedroom so you can have sex with her? What kind of shit is that?
Guess what, buddy? She planned that all along. She sold you a dream. She told you that she wanted to be with you. She gave you that false image that she might want something with you, but all she wanted was food. Why can't we do the same thing?
Because it's dishonest. Okay? It's dishonest. It's bullshit. Okay? Why can't we do the same thing? So you're basing your performance as a real man based on what a woman does. You're giving your power basically to that woman. All right? You're stooping down to her level so you can get sex. Guys, listen. Don't do it. All right? This is bad information.
All right, so I do want to point out the fact that from what I remember, the Captain Black dude, he is, and let's not forget this, from what I understand, he is a semen retention channel. So of course, if you're reacting to a video of a guy who's trying to teach you how to get laid, but your audience and your channel is around semen retention, of course your message is going to be telling guys not to get laid. Of course your message is going to be telling guys things that won't get you results with women. Now, like I said, I don't want to make this one-sided. FitX, I'm gonna roast you too, but I just want guys to understand the context behind these videos and where people are coming from, and I try to come at it from a perspective of understanding both of these guys. That's why I said I don't really like to react to videos that are already reaction videos, but hey, we're gonna give it a try here. Now, with what FitX is saying, yes, that is dishonest, but you guys ever heard life ain't fair, the world ain't fair, and this game isn't fair? So dealing with women as men, of course we want to be honest. Of course we want to keep it real. Of course we want to just find a woman that we can love, we can chill. She's beautiful, she's feminine. But the problem with that is women, especially nowadays, don't respect that like you would think they should. They may say that they want a guy like that, but they respond to a totally different guy. We have to be the guy who's moving in the way of what women are responding to if we want women. like I said, a semen retention channel. If you're so deep into the semen retention world, of course, women is the last thing that from what I understand, a lot of semen retention guys would try to avoid in a sense because that could mess up your streak. But if you're a guy who's trying to learn dating advice, you're trying to learn games, so you're watching a video like FitX, although semen retention can help every man, so don't get what I'm saying confused. Semen retention can literally help all of you guys, but there also is going to be a point where you actually want to get laid. And if you're dealing with women, you're going to have to play the game that makes sense to deal with women. Women are going to be flaky. Some women just want food. Some women want to waste your time. We are all aware of that. And so I'm not here to say that you should be a dishonest person or you should lie to women, but you have to move accordingly when you're dealing with women. It's the same when you're dealing with a certain animal. You have to handle a snake totally different from how you would handle a dog. When you're handling a snake, you have to be aware the snake might bite you. People pick up snakes, they let them wrap around their arm. The snake could suffocate you. You have to be aware of that. Same with a dog. If you don't train the dog properly, the dog will jump all on you, it'll bark, it might bite you, all of these things. So you have to move accordingly to what you're dealing with.
Okay? If a woman asks you, what are you looking for? Or do you talk to any other women? Be fucking honest and give her the opportunity to decide if she wants to continue with you. Okay?
See, that's the thing too. I'm all about being authentic. I'm all about keeping it real. I'm all about being honest. But if any guy has dealt with enough women, you understand that if you keep it a stack, if you keep it a buck, like totally authentic and 100% what you're looking for, you will lose a lot of women because majority of us, when we first see a woman, yeah, there may be other things in our mind, but our brain instantly, when we first see a woman, is basically saying, would we smash or not? And I think this is any man with this type of mindset, not just semen retention dudes. It's would I smash or not? And if the answer is yes, that's what you want to do first. But do you go up to women and you tell them that? If a woman asks you, and I made a very, very in-depth video on this on Patreon, saying be careful the type of questions that women will ask you and people in general, because you have to understand before you be so quick to answer that question, why are they asking you this question? What place are they coming from? What result are they trying to get from you answering this question? And is this question a lose-lose question? Sometimes the less is more. So you don't have to lie, but you don't have to say everything. Women do it all the time. Women tell men half truths all the freaking time. And am I here to say that do what women do? No, but if you want to deal with women, you have to understand the subtleties. You being authentic with every woman and saying, yeah, I just want to smash right now, and then if you cool, more can happen. Women will chunk the deuces to that majority of times. Now you will have your handful of women that understand that and are cool with that, but majority of women, whether they want to believe it or not, whether they want to admit it or not, they like to be sold a dream. They like to be lied to. They like to be played, whether they believe it or not. And I know, for lack of better words, I know that's horrible to hear. And I guarantee a lot of women would disagree with this if they heard me say this. But this is reality, guys. This is just reality. You have to move accordingly to whatever you're doing. Appreciate you, Mario, for the super chat, bro. He said you're spitting on this one, bro. For sure, man. For sure. My boy Mario always showing love. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. That's all I ask for. I mean, y'all know I'm gonna come through with different perspective. Y'all know I'm gonna come through with some fire game. Y'all know I'm gonna come through with some gems. And all I ask is you guys hit that like button so that we can continue to put out this solid content. And keep in mind, if you want me to react to a certain video, all you gotta do is send it through Patreon. Start off with Patreon. It's only $1 a month, bro. So, and of course, while I'm live, if you guys got any specific questions or anything while I'm doing this reaction, you can super chat it and I'll acknowledge your super chat.
You can't call yourself an alpha male if you're flipping and manipulating the truth and lying and luring a woman to your bedroom just so you can have sex. Okay, that shows how weak FitX is from a mental standpoint. Tell a woman the truth. I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm just having fun, casually dating. Okay, if she asks you, are you seeing anybody else? Yes, I am, but it's nothing serious.
See, that's the thing. Like, This reminds me of something that AMS said in his old videos. And you guys know I'm here to tell y'all there's plenty more that you can get from women other than sex. But you got to understand you're still dealing with women. So if you go into it like, oh, I'm something casual, nothing major, da da da. Now I'm not saying that you can't say what he just said to women, but it depends on how attracted this woman is to you. If it's brand new, like you just got her number, you're texting her the next day or whatever, she doesn't even know too much about you, and then you go up and say this, a lot of women are going to ignore this for the simple fact that they don't want to come off as dealing with a dude who's not serious, who's dealing with a dude who just wants to be a player. I'm not saying you gotta have this whole fantasy world with this woman and saying, I want you to be my princess, I want to take you to Dubai, I want to get married next year. You don't have to go through all that, but I can just listen to certain cats and hear their examples, especially if I don't actually hear them interacting with women. Like I said, I don't watch this dude's channel that much and respect to him. But this advice, especially if you guys are trying to get laid or if you're just trying to get women in your life, telling women this, yeah, this is the more upfront. It sounds good on camera to a whole bunch of dudes, but dealing with actual women, you might have to finesse your answer a little bit. Like how he's kind of giving a nonchalant vibe. Hey, looking for nothing casual. She's like, you talking to anybody else? He's like, yes, I am. Da da da. Yeah, I mean, sometimes some of this stuff is unanswered. So, for example, with me, when I'm meeting new women, they don't even necessarily ask. They just can tell that I talk to other women. They're like, I know you talk to other chicks. Like they can tell from the way I text them back. They can tell from the way I'm talking to them. They can tell from the way I approach. So sometimes it's something that doesn't even have to be said. And keep in mind, that's why I say y'all need to really check out that video on Patreon when it talks about questions. Keep in mind that women who come in asking these questions very early, they're talking to other dudes as well. Like literally, what my experience is, what people accuse you of the most is what they are. So if y'all ever hang around these street dudes and like, man, we don't mess with snitches, man. Snitches get stitches. They always talking about snitches. Guess what? They're a snitch. You're hanging with some women and she's always accusing you of messing with other women and her doing or you doing this and that. Guess what? She got side niggas. So just keep that in mind, guys. That's life info that you guys really need to think about.
That's the truth. And give her the opportunity to decide if she wants to continue with you. Okay? Later in the video, he mentioned something about creating jealousy. If you're honest, you automatically create jealousy.
I'm not trying to hurt nobody. But hey, I want girls to be submissive to me. I want girls to look at me as the end all be all. So I'm going to sell women a dream.
Okay, you want women to view.
All right, let me just hear what he got to say first before I even say what I got to say.
View you in a certain type of way. That's cool, but you don't have to lie your way into that situation. Okay? If you want a woman to truly value you as a man, tell the truth. Be honest. All right? It makes her feel like she can be honest with you. Just be fucking honest. Don't lie to manipulate a woman's perception of you.
Go ahead on and be with Mr. Simple over there. He, showers you with flowers, but you can get tired of him. Women love emotional turmoil, bro. They love up and downs. They don't want to tell you that, but that's what they want.
Now that I do agree with. Women do like emotional turmoil because women are emotional, but you don't have to lie to create that turmoil.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't necessarily hear FedEx say lie. I mean, he talked about the selling the dream and stuff like that, and a lot of women, I've had women sometimes tell me, like I'll be talking to a woman and I'll be like, you want the truth? And literally, I've literally had situations where women are like, yeah, I do want a dude to be honest with me, but I don't want him to be vulgar. So, and I think universal, a lot of women want this. They want a guy who's honest and truthful. Like nobody in this world likes liars. No, not even women. Nobody likes to be lied to. I'm pretty sure everybody watching this hates a liar and can't stand a liar. But sometimes, like I said, with these examples of women, you don't have to be vulgar either. A wise man once said nothing. So you don't have to throw all this out there. And if she asks the question, analyze the question before you be so quick to answer it. You have to understand that even when women are asking this question, they're running game on you based off your response. Because women know these things. Like if you guys talk to enough women, and it don't even have to be on you trying to get with her. If you guys talk to enough women, you will find out that they have a good understanding of why guys go up and approach them. They have a good understanding of why guys send them DMs, why guys buy them flowers, why guys take them on dates. They know why, especially in the beginning. It's because the guy wants to smash. Now, the delusional women, the most delusional women, the guy will sell her the dream and have her thinking that, yeah, so we're going to do this, we're going to travel here, we're going to have a great time together, and she'll think that he just wants to do that and doesn't want to smash. But majority of women understand off rip that if this guy's in my face, or if this guy's being nice to me, or if this guy's texting me or calling me, he wants to smash. Now, is that to say that women should just let any guy like that smash? Of course not. Of course not. I'm not saying that women should do this because they know it's their body, it's their option. They're in control on if they want to do this or not. But with all of this being said, women aren't dumb, guys. So sometimes you don't have to throw it all out there. It can kill the mood. I talked about another video on Patreon talking about tension, letting the tension build. But as soon as you go for the kiss, or as soon as you do certain things, the tension is instantly gone. So now you have to build on something else. So what I'm saying is there is subtle ways without actually saying. There's subtle ways without actually lying. There's subtle ways without actually telling the whole truth that women appreciate, because there's just things that are unspoken reality. Some things don't have to be said. Women aren't slow, and funny enough, they want to do the do too. They just want to catch your vibe. They don't want you to pressure them. They don't want you to be pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Trust me, guys, they know. And most likely, if they're dealing with you, or if they're communicating with you, they want to as well. But at least from what I'm getting from this video right now, this dude kind of like Ice Cube. I don't know. At least from this pause thing, this dude look just like Ice Cube to me. But what I'm getting from him is he's just like, meet a woman, tell her what it is, tell her you gonna be in my rotation, I'm gonna smash, and that's it. And if not, keep it pushing. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are trying to get results with women. So I'm here to tell you, you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste her time. You don't want to be playing this song and dance game all the time. But you just have to understand who you're dealing with.
All right, that shit ain't player. Lying to create turmoil. Okay, just be you. All right, being a player is you being a player in the field. You got multiple women. You got a woman that's dumb enough to ask you a question like, "Are you seeing other women?" Be like, "Yes, I am, but it's nothing serious. I'm just casually dating." All right, and you create that. Oh, he's a hoe, but he a hoe, but damn, he belongs to the streets, but I want him. That's how you create fucking turmoil the right way. Be honest.
So you have to sell her a dream, right? I'm not saying tell women that you got $1 million in the bank. I never want you to lie about the assets you have, or that you make this and you make no.
So you mean to tell me that you want guys to lie about their intentions, right? But you don't want guys to lie about their finances. Newsflash, motherfucker. A lie is a goddamn lie. I don't care if a 6-year-old told a lie or a 60-year-old told a lie. I don't care if it's a big lie, small lie. Don't matter what type of lie it is. A lie is a lie, okay? You can't just contradict yourself like that. Telling guys to lie about their intentions by selling a dream, but don't lie about your financial status. Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
I don't know, man. Y'all put a 1 if y'all think he kind of reaching in this video. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. I think he's reaching. And some could say, Mr. Man Action, you reach on reaction videos. You could say that I'm reaching for it, saying that he's reaching. But what I'm getting, put a 1 in the chat if y'all agree, though. But I think he's kind of reaching. I think he's trying to nitpick. And hey, man, it's content creators. We do what we got to do. I ain't mad at him or nothing like that. But he's kind of giving me the vibe like he's not understanding the underlying message of what FitX is trying to paint, and he's just trying to, hey, you guys have seen me make reaction videos to FitX and all that stuff, so y'all know how I feel about a lot of these dudes that push this message. But I don't know. I'm kind of catching the vibe that he's reaching, but y'all let me know what y'all feel in the comments. Like I said, drop a one, but FitX is saying in reality what's real talk. I just told you guys, and women will tell you without actually saying it that they want you. They want to be sold a dream. Women always have these dreams of the Barbie doll and the white picket fence and the big house on the farm and two dogs, two kids, a horse, all this stuff. What is that? That's a dream. And who sells them that? Men at a certain point. Am I telling you guys to lie? I think you guys are familiar enough with my content to know that I'm not saying go out and lie to women intentionally. All I'm saying is when you're dealing with women, and especially if you want to deal with women, accordingly, you have to move. This is with everything in life. That's the same as approaching an old lady compared to approaching a 21-year-old chick. Your approach is going to be different. It's still a woman, but you have to move accordingly. At the end of the day, you're still the same dude. You're still the same man in action making your approach. But who you're talking to and who you're dealing with is going to be a different ball game. Yes, I feel you. A lie is a lie. In reality, a sin, one sin is as bad as another sin. So I do agree in a sense of what he's saying, but I'm just getting a reaching vibe on this, and I don't see how this is necessarily helping guys if they are looking to get better with women off his reaction video. Now FitX is, FitX be saying some off the wall stuff sometimes too, but it seems like he's just more of trying to aim for the exposed term instead of actually coming with a compromise solution that would actually work. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but ever since I made that video talking about just be careful with the red pill, a lot of people started doing that. Nobody said, hey, shout out to Mr. Man in Action for having us think for ourselves and these guys are the gurus or the goats, but MMIA kind of painted a different light. And keep in mind that when I made that video for all of you guys who may have seen it, or some of y'all may have found my channel from that video, understand that I didn't come in saying that these guys were wrong and that they were pieces of crap. I didn't come in saying none of that. Like everybody's like, beware of so and so exposed and all that stuff. When I did that almost a whole year ago, all I did was said, understand that these guys are just giving you advice for their life. You have to go out and deal with this world and with women your way. My intentions were never to say these guys are frauds, these guys are fakes. No, these dudes are dudes who are on YouTube giving the advice that's working for them. My advice is do what works for you. That's it. But I do see it, and I don't really subscribe to it or pay attention that much. But I don't know if you guys noticed this, or maybe I'm tripping. But ever since I put out that video, so many people now come for the Four Horsemen. And side note, the Four Horsemen wasn't even created or wasn't even a thing until MMIA basically branded the Four Horsemen. I ain't trying to give myself too much credit, but that is a coincidence if you put it all together or if you do your homework on when the videos came out, when the podcast was created, and now the new space of the RP community and the semen retention community and all of these guys building channels off trying to expose these dudes saying they're frauds and fakes. I never said that. All I said was these dudes are giving y'all advice that works for them. All I said is these dudes, you can't ignore that they're freaking ripped. They're freaking buff. They're going to get different results with women. You can't ignore the fact that some of these dudes live in major cities. Some of these dudes live out the country. Some of these dudes are dealing with different age groups of women. You can't ignore that fact. You have to understand your reality and go out and do what works best for you. But now I'm starting to see a lot of people saying these dudes are fake. These dudes are frauds. They're liars. They're teaching you this. They're teaching you that. Man, in reality, these dudes are just doing the best they can. I think everybody's doing the best they can, honestly. All you guys living your life, I kind of look at it like, hey, everybody's doing the best they can, man. Everybody's trying to say what works for them. I do the same thing, but I also say, take what I say, take it into action. If it works for you, cool. If it don't, cool. But just use these videos and somebody like me as a guide. I can't do it for you. All I can do is guide you. All I can do is give you the information that has worked for me and also worked for other people who've worked with me or people who've hopped on the Patreon, did a consultation, camp, MIA, or whatever. But you have to go out and do this stuff yourself. Action is what I push over here, guys. It's not too much of do this, do that, do this, do that, because you'll get too much info. And then when you're actually dealing with a real woman, you might forget one step and freeze up. You might forget one step. What you gonna do? Run to the bathroom and pull up a video and listen to it? Okay, I got it. Or what you gonna do? You gonna walk around the field with headphones on the whole time, listening to videos? And don't lie, some of y'all done probably did that before. Don't lie to me. Keep it real. You done been in the field listening to videos about dating before instead of actually taking action. That's what I don't want. I want you guys to be out and actually figure out what works for you. If you want to come back to these videos afterwards or later on to see what you could have did different, that's one thing. But go out and just carry your vibe to your interactions, and you will start to see that this stuff will work for y'all. All of you guys got game. All of you guys understand women. All of you guys got confidence. All of you guys got charisma. All of you guys got swag. All of you guys are funny. All of you guys are cool. All of you guys have a certain thing about you that plenty of women would like. The issue is too much of these videos telling you that you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. You need to do this, you need to do that. I'm here to say, do something. Just do something. What do I say? If you do nothing, nothing's going to happen. I actually mean that. Just do something.
Be honest.
I'm talking about when it comes to them spending more time with you, whatever you can do to make her as submissive and cooperative as possible, do that.
Pretty much, he's basically saying that do whatever you got to do to get some pussy. All right, he ain't say that in the video, but I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm reading in between the lines for you guys. All right, for you gullible 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old guys. All right, he's basically saying do whatever you got to do to get some ass. Lie about your intentions. You know what I'm saying? The reason why he said don't lie about your money is because he got money. So of course he ain't got to lie about it. He gonna showboat that shit, right? So he's basically misleading you guys. Okay, I'm not trying to diminish FITX, but this is bullshit information, man. This is misleading. Okay, be honest about your intentions. Like I said in the other clip, when you're honest, all right, when you're straightforward. First of all, if you're in a relationship and you're sneaking around clapping cheeks, shame on you. All right, that makes you a little bitch too. All right, it makes you a dishonest simp. Okay, but if you're single,
see, that's another thing. That's why I'm telling you guys, I don't watch that many of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, because somebody can hear this and now they think that they're a bitch and a simp and disloyal and blah blah blah. They think they're all this because some random dude on video said that. I'm here to tell you, and for you guys that are familiar enough with me, I don't want you guys cheating on your woman. Not necessarily because of her, because it's one thing of her, but you're cheating yourself. You're lying to your woman, so now you're lying to your parents. Now you're lying to your teacher. Now you're lying to your boss at work. Now you're lying to everybody that you meet. So I don't want you cheating on your woman because I don't want you to develop this trait as a liar. I don't want you to develop this reputation as a liar. And also, it can do deeper things other than just messing up the relationship. But I'll never call you a dishonest bitch or a simp for doing it, because, hey, at a certain point, we probably all done it. At a certain point, we probably might do it in the future. So there are ways to go about this. There are ways to move correctly when it comes to this. But I don't know. I guess the words that come out when you hear this doesn't necessarily make sense, at least to me. Y'all let me know if it makes sense to y'all, but this doesn't make sense to me. And what FITX is saying, he's from what I'm getting from what FITX is saying, I'm not necessarily like I'm pretty sure you guys have actually heard AMS say lie, cheat, and steal for the pussy. Like I've heard him say it, lie, cheat, and steal for the ass. I don't necessarily know if that's what FITX is saying. And AMS is a comedian. He gives good advice. He's great when it comes to financial advice and stuff like that. But he also be trolling with a serious face. AMS is freaking hilarious. So everything that you hear these guys say, you can't take it as word like law or like it's the number one phrase, and if anyone else disagrees with this, then it's wrong. But you do want to aim towards being a righteous man. You do want to aim towards being an honest man. You do want to aim towards moving correctly. But certain situations are different. Certain situations you have to adjust. Certain situations you have to build up to that.
Casually dating, doing your thing, you have nothing to lie about. Why are you lying? When you tell the truth, you give the woman the opportunity to see if she wants to continue with you or not. All right? Don't do whatever you got to do to get pussy. All right? This guy here clearly has no control over his sexual urges because he's willing to lie and play with a woman's emotions in a negative way. All right? You can fuck with a woman's emotions in a positive way. All right? It's ways that you can do that. I'm going to create videos on that in the near future. All right? But lying is not the way to go.
I mean, I just feel like he just contradicted himself talking about because he says lying is lying, but then he says there are ways to play with a woman's emotions on a negative way or play with a woman's emotions on a positive way. Well, playing with emotions is playing with emotions, right? So a lot of these dudes will contradict themselves because they don't know what they're talking about. I'm not saying that this dude is all wrong, but I told y'all I was subscribed and following this dude in the beginning when he was on the semen retention and he was pushing that message and he had a good vibe, a good aura to his videos. But as soon as he started giving dating advice, I'm like, bruh, sometimes you just gotta learn to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta learn to stay in your lane. Real talk. I mean, people will make this mistake in so many ways of life. Now, I'm not trying to close anybody up because this is YouTube. Everybody has a voice. Everybody can run their channel and their platform however they want. And this isn't me hating on this dude. I haven't watched his videos in a while, but I can definitely see the growth from when I was subscribed to his channel back then. But the type of dating advice that I'm getting or the type of vibe that I'm getting from this dude when it comes to dating advice, I don't know. Like I don't really see it. I don't see it coming from a guy who's been in the field. And it's so funny. I keep pausing it on his face. He looks like Ice Cube to me, man. That's funny. But yeah, he's like play with emotions on a positive way, play with emotions on a negative way. I mean, playing with emotions is playing with emotions, right? So yeah.
I don't want you lying about how many cars you got. I don't want you going renting cars to try to impress a girl. But hey, if she asks you where do you see this going? Hey, you seem like a cool chick. I don't mind spending time with you. Let's see where things go. Even if you are a red pill guy that a relationship is not even a question, you have to sell her a dream. If you don't, she's gonna leave.
You know what? That may be true.
Well, I will say, with FitX whole thing, you have to sell her a dream or she will leave. Not necessarily. I mean, every woman's not the same. You got to be able to adjust accordingly to your situation. You have to be able to adjust accordingly to the woman you're dealing with. You have to be able to adjust accordingly to the location you meet her, to how you're feeling, how she's feeling. This is the whole point of calibration. This is the whole point of actually understanding the woman, getting to know the woman, actually catching a vibe, and also more importantly, getting to know yourself, knowing how you vibe, how you move, how you would look for certain women, and what type of women you're looking for. So I would say not necessarily. They're not all gonna leave if you don't sell them a dream. Some women are okay with that perfect straight up stuff. Some women are okay with not necessarily being sold a dream, but with you not being so vulgar, so vague. Some women just want to see what happens. So the situations are different. They're very, very different. So I definitely want to disagree with FitX on that, where he says where he says she will leave, because that's not the case for all women, obviously.
She may leave, but guess what? You were honest. All right. She'll always remember the fact that you were honest. All right.
And that's okay. So let's talk about this guy. She'll always remember the fact that you were honest. Yeah, that's cool, man. I tell you guys, strive for righteousness. I tell you guys, be man of honor, be man of action, be man of truth. I always emphasize these messages. But if you're actually trying to get with this woman and because you're honest, you don't get her, I mean, she's not going to always remember that. She might always remember that in effect to roast you, but you got to play the game a certain way. That's kind of like applying for a really good job. And you go in there and you tell the job when they ask, so why should we hire you? and you like, well, I'm homeless and I need some money. That's honest. That's why you apply for the job, and that's why they should hire you. They may remember that, but that's going to be a hilarious moment that they're going to have in the morning when they're getting coffee or at the water cooler. You remember that dude that came up in here with the suit, seeming like he was all fly and all cool, and then when we asked why he should hire, he's like, "I'm homeless and I need a job. I need some money." Or if the job, you make it seem like you really want the job, but in a sense, you're just there for the money. So you guys got to understand that when it comes to game, and I think it's deeper than just game. When it comes to getting forward in this life, you have to move accordingly. You have to say things that are best for you and also best for the whole situation. You guys got to realize that I don't think in any of my videos you should get the understanding of or the impression that I'm saying lie to these women. But I am telling you, if you want to deal with women, you have to move a certain way. A guy like this that's just going to be like, well, at least you're honest and she may leave. Well, bruh, I'm telling you, being just upfront with all these women, especially in this world we live in now where women have to protect their reputation, where they could potentially get pregnant, where STDs are everywhere, where social media can get a chick exposed, where people are secretly recording while they're smashing a chick. You have to understand that in an interaction it's two people. It's you and this woman. You have to understand how she feels also. If you just go in like, okay, well, at least I'm honest, kick her out. At least I'm honest, kick her out. At least I'm honest, kick her out. Not only will you not get laid majority of the time, you won't be able to find that girlfriend. You won't be able to find that wife. You won't be able to find those multiple women that you want because there's a difference between honest and vulgar. Women know the difference. A job interview knows the difference. All of these things know the difference. So, for example, you and a woman could be texting. Let's say you meet a woman online, or let's say you got a number and y'all texting. Y'all could be texting about it, but you don't have to actually say it. Women actually hate it when guys kill the mood by blabbing their mouth too much. So, for example, you could be texting her some emojis. You know, emojis is basically emotions, but in a digital form. You could be texting her the more sexual type emojis, and she's playing along with that as well. But as soon as you call her, FaceTime, or even over text, say, "So are we gonna fuck?" Like as soon as you say something like that, it can kill it. It can kill the whole vibe and kill the whole energy. This dude, at least from what I'm getting on this video, is he's painting a picture of tell her you're dating right now, you're dealing with multiple. And then here's another thing. What if you're not dating? What if you're not? So is that another lie? Because some of you guys right now aren't dating any chicks, but you'll hear this message and then you'll go do it and you'll wonder why it didn't work. Or let's say that you are dating a couple chicks, but you're so quick to say this because somebody said it in a video and it's like, well, at least you're honest. And she'll remember that you're honest, even if she leaves. How do you expect to keep women like that? I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, like I said, no one likes a liar. So, and like FitX is saying, don't say no pointless lies. So don't say that you live in a penthouse. Don't say that, like for example, you guys know that I DJ as well. It would be no point in me saying, yeah, I DJ for DJ Khaled, or yeah, I DJ for Gucci Man. Yeah, I DJ for Lil Yachty. It would be no point in me saying a lie that extreme. Now it'll be different if I met them and we may have did a project or something together, but I would never want to paint the picture that every weekend I'm on tour. You know what I'm saying? So you have to move accordingly, and I think the importance of that is knowing how to talk to women, knowing how to be social, knowing how to talk to people in general, knowing how to calibrate, knowing how to also understand other people's feelings and emotions when they're interacting with you.
It's all about having a clear consciousness, man. You don't have to lie to get a woman to do anything with you. See, this shit comes from a scarcity-based mindset, and it comes from a man that has no control over his sexual urges, all right? When you feel like you got to manipulate each and every woman to try to sneak her into the bedroom, it shows, again, how weak you can be from a mental standpoint, all right? So to all of you guys that's watching this shit, don't lie. Just don't fucking lie. Be honest. I'm telling you. There is no shortage of women on the planet, okay?
Yeah, Mario, you said it right there. You can be honest without having to blab. Literally, you guys can be honest without blabbing. You don't have to say your whole life. More than anything, you need to listen. real game, real advice when it comes to dealing with people in general is to be able to listen so that you can know how you need to interact with them. It's not the sense of, because some women they'll give you the vibe like yeah, yeah. Like for example, if you listen to a woman and she's talking about her favorite artist, let's just say J. Cole. She's talking about her favorite artist is J. Cole. Well, that lets you know that she's more on the lyrical side. She's more on the vibing out with music. She may also listen to Big Sean. She may also listen to Kendrick. She may also listen to Jay Electronic. She may also listen to, maybe a Tyler Creator. Maybe. I don't know. That might be reaching. But what I'm saying is that comes from listening and then adjusting accordingly. This dude's like, just be honest. All right, well, if that's the case, you ain't gonna get no chicks because women have told me, and you guys can ask women yourself. You can make this your homework. Go experiment this. Not even on no trying to get with these women. You could be like, women say, and you know what? I might do a public interview on that. I think that would be a good public interview. But um, I could basically ask like, women say they want honesty, but why when we give you honesty, it turns y'all off? And I think that would be very interesting to hear women's responses on why it turns them off because it actually does. They don't want you to be vulgar. There's some things that don't need to be said. It's unwritten rules in this game. It's unwritten rules when it comes to interacting with women. It's vibes, it's energy, it's eye contact, it's all these other things that's going on. So here you are. I want to smash, and I'm dealing with other women, and if you don't like it, fine, you can get out. That just kind of it kind of just gives me the vibe that, bro, you don't, you're either not dealing with women or you just don't get it because it's two different. My understanding, because you never really know what anybody's doing outside of their camera. My understanding is I don't think he's in the field like that. He might have a girlfriend, he might have a wife, I don't know, but I don't think he's dealing with enough women, especially to the level of FitX, especially to the level of me, especially to the level of a lot of guys who don't even have to have that much experience or be dealing with enough women, but have a better understanding of women. He's kind of giving me the vibe like he's new to this and not true to this. Like he watched a few AMS videos, watched a few of my videos, which probably inspired this video, and probably a few other people at videos that give dating advice. And he's like, these guys are misleading. They're saying you should lie. They're saying you should do this. You're saying you should do that. Bro, get out in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like start interacting with women in the real world. There's just certain realities to this world that we can't deny. Shout out to everybody in here. If you guys could hit that like button, I would really appreciate that.
Okay, you don't have to lie to get what you want because I believe in karma, all right? And karmic law states that whatever you do, it has to happen to you, all right? And it may not happen in this form, all right? It may happen when you start a business and you get a business partner and he's not honest with you with his intentions and he rapes your ass without even touching you, rapes you financially. So if you don't want to deal with some shit like that, just ask yourself a quality question as a real high value man. Would I want somebody to do to me what I'm about to do right now? Ask yourself that shit every time you're about to do something, okay?
I like what he said there too. Karma is real. What goes around comes around. What energy you put out is the energy you're going to get in. And I know in the beginning of this video, FitX said that women do it to us, so we might as well do it to them. Well, hey, maybe sometimes you're the deliverer of karma. So many women do this to so many other guys. Sometimes you're giving them karma. Now, I'm not justifying what FitX is saying, but sometimes, do you guys ever think of that? Like, karma can come back to you, but do you ever think sometimes you were used to give karma to anybody else? That's just something to think about because I think about that sometimes too. And also with what he's saying, he did make a very valid point there. So I don't want to paint this to give you guys the mindset that I'm trying to bash this dude or say everything he's false. He's actually making a good point. Sometimes karma comes in different forms. It comes in different shapes. It comes in different perspectives. But I think that's the importance of the intentions of everything that you do. That's the importance of the energy of everything that you're doing. Because if your intentions are pure, if your energy is good, if your vibe is right, you don't have to lie to women. They can tell from the way that you move. You don't have to just tell them straight up, but you don't have to lie to them either. So I definitely think it comes from the place it's coming from.
Okay. And if the answer is hell no, don't fucking do it.
But guess what? She's gonna keep selling guys' dreams. So it's up to you, bro. You can feel sorry. I don't feel sorry. I'm doing what's best for me.
No, you're not. You're not doing what's best for you. You're doing what's best for your dick. And lying to get sex is not a bad decision. It's a bad decision. All right? You're not doing it for you, bro. You're doing it because you want to bust. You don't have to stoop low to get what you want, man. Let me leave you guys with this. You don't have to lie, all right? You don't need to move like a little sneaky child trying to get what you want. Back when I was young and my mama made dinner, right? And, we always had dessert after. Sometimes we didn't. But when we did, before she gave it to us, she'd be like, boy, did you finish your food? And we would lie like little sneaky ass kids so we can get what we want. All right. We'll lie to our mom. I remember one time, man, I took the sandwich that I was supposed to be eating. I didn't want it. And I stuffed it in the fucking couch just so I can get some pudding or some shit, right? Or some candy or something, right? Little boys lie, all right? You're a grown-ass man. You shouldn't have to lie to anybody to get what you want, all right? The only time you should lie is to the goddamn judge so your ass don't get locked away, but make sure you stay your ass out of trouble, all right? So talk.
I'm pretty sure he was moving in the sense of comedy there, but even to the judge, man, you got to be careful. Sometimes it's just better off not saying nothing. If you're at a point with a woman where you feel like your only option is to lie, well, you pretty much put yourself in that situation. Sometimes it's better to just say nothing, and sometimes it's better to just give off that aura, that vibe, to where women already know what time it is with you. Don't even put yourself. How about this? Work on your game, work on your social skills, work on your communication so much to where you don't even have to put yourself in a situation where you feel like you might have to lie. How about that? I think that's very, very possible. How is that possible? You got to go out the house. What do you have to do when you get out the house? Start talking to people. The more and more you start talking to people, you'll be more comfortable talking to women. When you start talking to women, talk to women about what you're interested in. Talk to women in the sense of getting them attracted to you, not necessarily getting them to feel like you're pursuing them, but you want to make it a one-on-one conversation with you and her that can gain her attraction. You guys got to understand how attraction really works. Attraction basically works when someone is so interested, someone is so charismatic, someone is so passionate. So many people don't have passion in this world. And so when they come across someone who is passionate of something, it's amazing. Now keep in mind, you don't need to be so passionate about something that it makes no sense to the woman. So you don't need to be like, did you see the show Black Mirror? The show Black Mirror, it's on Netflix. It's a really, really good show. And on Black Mirror, they got like all these different episodes. They got this one episode, it's called Bandersnatch. It's about this video game. And then the woman's like, oh, what are you talking about? Slow down. So you still want to understand who you're talking to and how they're feeling about what you're talking about. But that's going to come the more and more you start talking to people. You'll be able to tell out their vibe. Also, it's very good to listen, but there's vibes, there's energies. Like some of you guys may walk around somewhere and you can tell which chicks would be a pretty easy approach compared to chicks that you think may be a difficult approach. You can tell which people seem like they're having a good day compared to people that are having a bad day. So what I recommend is that you guys be that vibe, be that energy, be that person that can light up people's day and also can give off that energy to women, even if you're not that experienced, to where she doesn't have to corner you in the situation to be like, would you lie or not? Now, of course, as women like you more, they're going to be more curious of your day in life, of your past day in life, who you've been with, how many chicks are you sleeping with, and all that stuff now. But it's going to come off in a situation where you don't feel cornered, and you also should be moving in the relationship with this chick to where it's kind of like, who the fuck are you to ask me this? But hey, that might be some Patreon stuff right there. But with all this being said, guys, women can tell guys that are getting laid or not. Women can tell guys who understand women or not. Women can tell guys that are new to this or true to this. Now, if you are new to this, that's perfectly fine. Start working on being more true to this by actually taking action, by actually talking to more women, by actually going out, by actually trying out these things to see if they work for you or not. Do your version of it though. This is why I give examples, audio infield, video in audio infield on the channel membership, audio infield on Buy Me a Coffee, and ton of videos. I sometimes even go live in the field to let y'all see my version, my personality, how I move with chicks, how I like that. Ask for the number or ask to meet up again, how I approach. Watch that and then do your version of it. So you don't need to say the same thing or try to do the same thing I'm doing because you're not me. You never will be me. Even some of these other people y'all watch on these videos, you're not them and you never will be them. Pick up the aura, pick up the unwritten vibe. Read between the lines when you're watching these videos and when you're listening to these videos of guys who are actually getting results, and just mold that into your personality. And funny enough, you'll start to see that you're getting results because there's no one specific way. There's no one specific way to say something. It's about the place it's coming from. It's about how you say it. It's about what you say. And it's also about what type of person you are internally on why you're saying it anyway. There's definitely levels when it comes to communication that you guys need to understand, but you'll never understand if you don't communicate. All of this stuff that I talk about, it has to have some action with it behind all of these videos. We've been on live for probably like an hour. You've just heard an hour of real game. You've heard an hour of all type of information that you may have never thought of. But if you don't go out and apply this stuff, it's pointless. It's useless. You'll actually forget it. And who knows? People are kind of intimidated when they see an hour live stream and they weren't in the live stream, so you may never even come back to this video, which is perfectly fine. But the thing is, guys, all of this stuff that I talk about, it needs to also come with action. All these examples that I give y'all on Buy Me a Coffee, it's like, yeah, that was good. That was a good infield, man. You talked to that group over there. You talked to that MILF. You talked to that chick that was with her friends. You talked to the chick that was at work. You talked to the chick that was on the phone, on the mask. You got a number. That's what's up, man. Yeah, that's what's up. But I need you to go do it. I need you to take the action so that you can see that it's really real and that it's not just going to happen for me. And of course, I let you guys hear rejections and everything over there, but it's not necessarily just about that. It's to give you that extra guide, that extra push, that extra motivation so you can go out and try this stuff. I want all of you guys to move in a man in action way to where you can talk to anybody, any woman, any situation whenever you want. But if you don't start today, nothing's going to happen.
All of you young guys that just watched this video, you don't have to lie. Move authentic as a man. All right. Being a high value man is about you being fucking honest. And it's about having a clear consciousness. Okay. So if you don't want that shit to come back and bite you in your ass later in the future, tomorrow, an hour later, you never know when it'll hit, but it will eventually come back because whatever energy you put into the universe, you get it back. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. In no shape, form, or fashion am I trying to diminish FITX Fearless, man, but this is bad information. All right. I don't watch this channel because every other video is, you know, her, women, her, she, how to get a woman, her. I'm past that shit, but I was just randomly on YouTube, and for whatever reason, I decided to click it, and I did, and I was greatly disappointed in what I saw, and I just had to make a video about it, all right? But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you got anything you want me to talk about, bro, leave it in the comment section below. I look forward to you guys' comments in the comment section, all right? If you want to take your life to the next level, it requires you to do next level shit, and that starts with next level thinking. Stay alpha and don't lie.
All right, cool. That was a good video, man. That was a good video. I like his video as well, though. Not like I said, I'm not hating on any of these people, man. I listen to what they say, and then I just throw my 2 cents in there. Shout out to the Patreon member that sent me this video. Keep in mind, guys, if there's any videos you want to see me react to, all you have to do is send them through Patreon. It's only $1 to actually hop on the Patreon and to get access to the group chat. $4 to get Patreon exclusive content. Check that out, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out that So Fresh, So Clean Mr. Man in Action merch. Everything you need is on the link that Mario just posted, MrManInAction.com. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Yeah, man. And remember, guys, if you do nothing, nothing's going to happen. So go ahead and take action now. Matter of fact, it's Friday. Y'all want to do a Q&A? Drop a one if y'all want to do a Q&A. We'll do a Q&A for 20 minutes if you guys want that. 'Cause I was about to get up out of here. Let me tell my shorty to whip up this food real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. But drop some ones in the chat if y'all want a Q&A. And I'm about to tell her to start cooking this meal. You did. Damn. I think I said it was Friday, Saturday, right? Um, damn. So I only see one in here out of how many people are in here? Sheesh. Well, I guess not, man. Well, hey, I guess we will get up out of here, man. I didn't know if you guys wanted to do a Q&A or not, but out of what 20 some people, only one person said one. That's all good. Keep in mind that you can always reach me on Patreon with your questions, patreon.com/Mr. Man Action. You also get access to the group chat once you hop on Patreon, so you can DM me on there as well once you hop on the Patreon. So, yeah. Nicholas, did you have a question? Did any of you guys have a question? Because I don't mind answering some questions while we live, and yeah, she's gonna be whipping up this meal. You feel me? Drop some questions, man. You guys got some questions. Chop it up with the bros for a little while. Give you guys a minute to pop your questions up in here. Let me see. Wake me up in traffic. It can be about anything, you know. Let me see if y'all can hear these effects. Hmm. Damn, they're not even playing. Anyways, let's see. Let's see what type of questions y'all got, man. Appreciate it, Fierce. Always said enjoy your meal, bro. I just now told her to get the whipping, so it might be a little minute. She about to show out tonight. Um, Reese said how to get invited to a party. Okay, Reese. So it looks like it's a party going on. Well, you need to know the people who are having the party. Um, I know. I think Reese, you're still in high school, so I don't know if these parties are private parties, house parties, or if they're a club. If they're a club, just go, just pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure clubs, even where you're at, will definitely take the money of whoever shows up. So if it's a club, just go. But if not, you need to get in and get cool with the people who throw parties. Coming from a DJ's perspective, it's not that hard. They're normal people just like anybody else. And also people who have some type of value or status like when you have some type of value or status as well. So let me try something real quick. All right, I don't know if y'all heard that. Damn, I got a lot of sounds in here that I didn't even know I had. All right, but yeah, like I was saying, bro, you want to let me know if y'all heard that sound effect. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. You definitely can hear that. So what I was saying, bro, is maybe look into helping them promote their parties. Maybe look into meeting other people in other schools and telling them about the party. Look into getting some game and bringing women to the party. Having other chicks that pop up at the party with you. But in high school, man, I mean, it should be fairly easy to get into parties. I know things are different now with C19 and all that stuff as far as the rules, parties, and in the in the amount of people that can be in these parties. But yeah, yeah, you can pop up at the parties, bro. It's no big deal. Yeah, I'm working on some sound effects. I actually got a lot more than I thought, but that's in the future. We always. Well, I really appreciate you guys when y'all super chat and cash app because it helps me upgrade my setup right now. It helps me upgrade my content and everything, equipment. All of this stuff gets reinvested into the channel. Trust me. Every dollar from Patreon, every dollar from a super chat, every dollar from Cash App gets reinvested so that I can make this the most quality content for you guys. My boy Beast with Red Pill was good, bro. He said, "How to start making a woman cook for you? How do you start doing that, Mr. Man Action?" Well, that was actually very easy for me. You want to know why? Because a lot of women, especially starting off, a lot of women want to show you their cooking skills, especially if she like ain't got no kids or she's in the. I'm pretty sure most of you guys drop your age up in the chat, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys age range is 17 to maybe mid 30s. Most of you guys. Now, some of you may be older, or some of you may be younger, but I think from looking at or getting a better understanding of people who watch my content, I think you guys are like anywhere between your teens to your mid 30s. So with that age group of women, especially if you got a pad or a place where they can cook, women love to show their skills in the kitchen. So one easy way when you're meeting a woman, you could be like, let's try something different. Instead of going out because of COVID and all this other crap, let's try something different. You know how to cook? And they'll most likely all say yeah. Then you can be like, okay, cool. What do you want to cook us? Like, what's your favorite meal to eat? So when I say what's your favorite meal, it could be breakfast, seafood, whatever, Italian food, and then you just say, all right, cool. Well, how about you come over here and whip some of that up for us? And women love that. Like that was my go-to when I was in college. At a certain point, like in the first half, I'm not gonna lie, my go-to was that. It was just come over and cook because that not only does that build more of a bond with you and this woman, it also builds more of an intimate level because it's as corny as it may sound, y'all are literally playing house. You're literally getting the girlfriend vibe from her. You're literally getting the vibe of if this was to become your girl, how would y'all's day look on a regular day instead of just the girl that you're dating? So you're already standing out. You're already moving different. And I'm telling you, women take pride in cooking. And another thing that can be beneficial is she's cooking at your place so you can have leftovers. Another thing that can be beneficial in, sometimes you guys are going to have to buy the groceries. I'm just going to put it out there. But what's the difference between buying the groceries that can last long term compared to buying a meal or buying a ticket to the movies or buying a bowling ticket. It's not that big of a difference. So you could be like, how about this? I'll grab the groceries, text me whatever you need, whatever seasoning and stuff that you need to cook. I'll go get it. Meet me at my place around 7. Women enjoy that. Women enjoy women enjoy when men can allow them to be feminine. Because a lot of guys that talk about women ain't feminine and women ain't this, it's because a lot of guys don't allow them to be. What the hell is this on the screen? Yeah, a lot of guys don't allow women to really embrace their femininity. And guys, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't subscribed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So yeah, that's how you'll do it, bro. Short and sweet answer. How do you pull smart chicks, Mr. Man in action? Um, you just got to start talking to enough women. You'll come across women that are smart, and not every woman may be smart as far as in books and stuff like that, but they're smart at something. Like women are intelligent at something. So you just talk to more women, bro, and you will definitely start to figure that out. Shout out my boy Mario came through with another super chat. He said, "What's more than a gym? That's what it is. That's what this is. Facts, facts, bro. Appreciate you, Mario. Yeah, man. And it looks like Mario also commented on the kitchen. Man, I'm telling you, women love that, guys. They love that. I'm telling you. Uh, Reset how to gain social status. I'm gonna tell you guys how to gain confidence, social status, charisma, more women to like you. I'll tell you guys exactly how to do it, and it won't even be that deep. I may make a whole nother video on it, but it may not be that deep for real, for real. You need to figure out what you like. You need to convey your personality. You need to convey your humor. You need to say things that are on your mind. Think about a social person. Think about a cool person. Think about a person who has quote unquote status. How do they have that? Is it because they can relate to everybody else? Or is it because they, in a sense, force people to relate to them? Think about the coolest dude at your high school. He's probably the coolest dude at your high school because he carries himself how he wants to at your high school. This whole social status, there's no one way that I can tell you. Reese, your personality, whatever, I mean, you're still fairly young, but think about deeper into your childhood. Think about what you're passionate about. Think about what you find funny. Think about what you find cool. Think about what keeps you laughing. That's what's going to give you that status. The most coolest people that I ever known, whether it was high school, college, even if I think about middle school, were people who didn't care what other people thought. They were very, very carefree. Now, here's the big difference: they didn't care, but they were aware. So there is a thin line between somebody being so carefree that they're a complete weirdo. They're breaking the law. They're creeping people out. They're doing all of these other things. But someone who's carefree, it's like, oh, he's just like that. That's kind of how I was. Like, I may do something wild. I may do something in the class. They're like, oh yeah, JJ, he's just like that. You literally build that reputation for yourself to where people can't call you these names that you may be fearful of because you're just like that. You're not described in one bubble. You're not described as cool. You're not described as weird. You're not described as social status. You're not described as alpha, beta. Even though you hear these terms a lot, the real gem is you being you. You being your vibe. You carrying yourself how you want to. You making yourself laugh. I'm pretty sure you guys have talked to somebody before that what they said was so funny to them that you would just laugh. And I'm not just talking about a nervous laugh. You actually get into their joke. I'm telling you guys, so many people don't have passion. So many people don't have a purpose. What do you see now? People walking around with their mask on. Yeah, did you hear about Biden? And man, it's raining today. Oh, yeah. How's your day? It's good. It's good. But when someone comes into there with the vibe, when someone comes into there like, hey, what's up? You know, you don't even have to be all outlandish, but you come in there with your sense of humor, people are going to respect that. Now, you got to understand what your sense of humor is. Mine is a little different. So I'll give y'all an example and y'all can look this up yourself. A sense of humor that I find humorous to where I'll literally be busting out laughing out loud is someone like Eric Andre. Not sure if y'all know who he is, but be careful because it's kind of dark humor. It's a little cringy, but that's the type of stuff that I laugh to. Someone like Eric Andre, he is freaking hilarious to me. He has a show on Hulu, and I think you can find on YouTube called The Eric Andre Show. That stuff is hilarious to me. I know that that vibe and that humor may not fit with everybody. It may not relate with everybody. Some people may be like, "Well, this is too much." And I don't carry myself like Eric Andre at all. I don't walk around acting like him, but I take the piece of his personality that makes me laugh, the piece of his comedy skits, the piece of his humor and his vibe that has me cracking up, and I put that into my version of that. So yeah, man, y'all check out Eric Andre. This dude, like I said though, fair warning, he does do some off the wall stuff. So yeah. Yeah, but you guys got to figure out who that person is for y'all. Whether it's a stand up comedian. Some of you guys may think Kevin Hart is funny, Cat Williams is funny, or some comedians that aren't even comedians anymore. You got to find out what makes you laugh, what makes you smile, what makes you just chuckle. What does that? Bottle that up, put it with your personality, and express it out to the world, and you will start to see that you will become that guy that has social status. You will become that guy that everybody wants to be around, that everybody finds humorous. Appreciate you, Beast with Red Pill. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all make sure y'all check out bro channel too. He's also a content creator. He said, always love to watch your videos for new game. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I really appreciate your support. And I appreciate all you guys for coming through, whether it's hitting the like button, super chat. Yeah, do that for me too, guys. What person or what thing makes you guys laugh? And funny enough, like I want y'all to comment, whether it's a TV show, it's a movie, it's a person in general. Little do you guys know, people are so fascinated with people with passion that's why people be on Instagram. That's why people are on TikTok. That's why people are on YouTube because they're watching someone who may be passionate about what they do and they just hope by watching enough of it that passion can rub off on them. You guys got to understand me helping as many people out when it not only comes to dating but life info. I'm passionate about this. So when I see people who are kind of just joking around or they're not taking action or just like whatever, I don't discredit them. I don't discard them, but it does make me be like, dang, I'm so passionate about this. I'm so serious about this. I'm so honored to try to help as many people as I can when it comes to their success. And I just hope that this passion can rub off on you guys because a lot of people live in this life without no passion, and that's why they're stuck on social media and they're watching all these other people fulfill their dreams, fulfill their life, fulfill their passion, and they're somewhere stuck, still trying to figure out what it is. Let me know what cracks you guys up, what makes you guys laugh, what makes you guys be in tears, what makes y'all genuinely laugh too, not just laugh when you hear somebody, when you're just around certain people. What do you guys watch on your own time, whether it's music, whether it's comedy, what is it? Because I know everybody in here has something that they chuckle to. They have something that makes them crack up. I want you guys to comment that in the comment section right now. I'll give y'all a minute because I know it's a little delayed on my end. But comment what gets you guys cracking up. What makes you guys laugh? Because you need to learn to convey that personality into who you are. And by doing that, you will become that guy. We can't move in a certain way of I hope this makes that person laugh. I hope this woman likes this joke. I hope that this works. You have to move in the way of how you feel is how they will feel. If you feel good about yourself, people are going to feel good about you being around. Start to mirror people. So if you're talking to someone and their vibe is kind of shy, kind of nervous, kind of weirded out seeming, that should let you know that you may be doing that. That doesn't mean adjust who you are, but that may mean that you're giving off, like, internally, without you knowing it, you're the one that's kind of shy, feeling weird, feeling creeped out, and that's why they're doing it. I want you guys to go out and start having that vibe about you that makes you laugh, that makes you passionate, that makes you happy. That is the dang, this should be a whole video right here, but that is really attraction. That is really charisma. That is really social status. That is really all of these things that you guys may ask for. And of course, they're bottled up in different words, and people will say, do this, do that, do this. Internally, you need to just figure out what is your vibe. What made you laugh when you were a child? What makes you laugh now? What makes you say, man, this this right here, I can't stop laughing when I watch this. Convey that personality into yourself, and you will start to have all your answer, especially when it comes to socializing with people. And understand, not everyone's going to find whatever you say funny. Not everyone's going to find your sense of humor their type of sense of humor. That's okay though. You'll still be a good time around them. You'll still be a good vibe around them. Dang, my boy Mario is the only one who who can find stuff that he's passionate about or that he finds funny. That's crazy. He said Franco, Colin, Reese, Zara in the chat, Iron Man, Thor, Rocket. Always be aware. Yeah, that's right, Miggy. What's good, Miggy? I didn't even know you was in here. What's good, bro? Yeah, man. So that's the key when it comes to the whole social status, man. How you feel is how anybody else is going to feel. If you feel great about yourself, if you feel awesome, if you feel lit, if you feel turned, they're going to feel that because it's coming from you. There's three people in their interaction, honestly. There's you, there's the person you're talking to, and then there's the vibe between y'all. You know how people talking about the 6 feet apart and all of that stuff? Even if you're 1 foot apart, there's still an invisible vibe. There's still an invisible mirror. There's still an invisible energy in between y'all. You need to be the one to create that. You need to be the one to push off that Super Saiyan Goku good vibe off to whoever you're talking to. And you will start to see they will be more comfortable around you. So many people feel comfortable around me and they feel like they can talk to me about anything. We can have a laugh. It won't be no judgment. And that's because I give them the vibe that it's cool. It's okay. You can literally just, in a sense, be yourself around me. It's all good. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm passionate about music, anime, and comic books. Exactly. And that's so funny. My boy Dred Scott said anime. Man, I'm telling you, you start portraying that anime vibe in person, and it's freaking hilarious. Now, like I said, you want to be aware of the person you're talking to, and you wouldn't want to go too deep into it, but it's freaking hilarious. Like the whole anime, how they be like, "What do you think this has?" They turn their face to the side. You idiot, man! Put that into your personality, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. And that's the thing. That's the cool thing about when you have something that you're passionate in, you can draw people into that, whether you believe it or not. So when you're on the anime side, you start talking about how cool it is. Yeah, man. So it's this show called Death Note, and I would call Death Note the intro to anime because you can't say you know anime if you've never seen Death Note. Death Note is a classic. It is so good. So I don't want to spoil it for you, but I do want to let you know that you have to pay attention because if you miss out on one part, you might miss out on the whole thing. So without spoiling it, I don't want to spoil it, so relax, calm down. But I do want to tell you that there is a part within that anime that caught everybody by surprise, which is typically what movies do. But whoever created Death Note really thought this out. And I know a lot of fans are waiting for another part to come out, another series. And did you know that they actually made a real movie about this as well? I'm not gonna lie, the real movie don't hit like the anime. It's a lot more quicker. But I'm telling you, Death Note is amazing. Do not judge the title. don't judge the. Like I said, this is the intro to anime, so I'm telling you, I'm passionate about anime. I love anime. It's hilarious. It's great. It's a lot of game up in there. It's a lot of motivation up in there. But the intro is Death Note. It's so cool. And here's another thing: when we talk about women, they love to hear a guy who's passionate about something. They love to hear a guy who's good at storytelling. They love to hear a guy who just has a good vibe and a good aura and has gems that you can tell her about whatever. So let's say that you're passionate about growing oranges. Oranges are the best fruit. I don't care what anybody says. You have to think this fruit is named a color. There's no other fruit that does that. And not only is it named a color, it's absolutely delicious. One of the easiest trees that you can grow. And understand that oranges are not just a fruit. No, don't even compare them to the regular fruit. They help you with vitamins. You can make juice out of it. You can, in a sense, make other recipes within the orange. Oranges are delicious. And did you know that citrus, which is one of the best air fresheners, one of the best smell good sprays, comes from the peels of oranges? So, yes, believe it or not, you can actually clean up stains that bleach wouldn't be able to get out. Any type of spraying product in your house wouldn't be able to get out. But if you peel the orange correctly, the peeling, the white part on the inside of the orange, can actually help you clean your house. Man, I freaking love oranges. I want to go get some orange juice right now, but it has to be freshly squeezed. So some of you guys are listening to this right now, and some of y'all are like, dang, some of y'all probably want an orange. This is what I talk about when I say you need to be passionate about something. And it can be anything. You can draw people in like this, and now they'll be more invested and more willing to talk to you. And you also want to have that good vibe, that good aura, that good intention. This is game. This is game. If you guys can read between the lines and you can understand what I'm saying, you can go to a woman and talk to her about anything. But if you have that passion, if you have that drive, if you have that intensity to your voice, you have that authenticity to your vibe and to everything that you're saying, women are going to draw into this because a lot of women's purpose is to find a man who's passionate about something. We're out here experimenting and trying all these things and trying to build and all this stuff. Women are looking for you while you're doing this. So have things that you want to talk about. Like I said, Eric Andre, show is freaking hilarious. That shit is hilarious to me. So Miggy said, I love music, man. There's always one song every genre that we love. Exactly. Music is definitely one of those that you can talk about and you can build a connection with. Music has a lot of power to it. A whole lot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm editing right now a video and audio infield with my camera glasses that I'll be putting on channel membership tomorrow. So all of you guys that are on the channel membership, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Bright and early, we're gonna be dropping a new infield from this vibe that I had met at Walmart. Nice, nice little vibe. Me and her chatting it up. Chatting it up right now. Yeah. All right, so looks like everybody's good, man. Remember, guys, if you do nothing, nothing's gonna happen. If you guys could, I know y'all are in the live stream, but if y'all could comment on the live stream after the video is posted. So I know we're interacting in the comments now, but it actually does help out the channel when you guys comment after the live stream. All the links are below. All the social medias. That's the easiest thing that you guys definitely could do is follow me on social medias, man, because sooner or later I'm going to be posting exclusive content just for social medias. Check out the TikTok. The TikTok is actually doing pretty good. So it's Mr. Man in Action, MMIA. Patreon, buy me a coffee, get you some So Fresh So Clean merch. And with all that being said, I'm out, guys. It's